All right, I think it's working this time. Hold on, let me figure this out. Okay, do we have it? If anyone's there, sign off and let me know while I get set up. So this is a super impromptu type of live. I was just hanging out with Jess Francisco. Hey, all right, Heidi's here, Lisa's here. Great. So I was just hanging out with Jess on her channel, and I had the crazy harebrained idea to go live myself. And so I just got inspired. It was so fun. We were having so much fun. And so I thought, you know what? Why not? I haven't been live in months. Hello, everybody. Terry Mare. Oh, everybody used to call me Mare in high school. I love that. Yay, people are popping on. Okay, great. So when I say this was not planned, that is not an exaggeration. That is the total truth and nothing but the truth. I have zero idea what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna have a good time. And you're gonna hear all the giggles that I was having over on Jess's channel here live for you. Can you hear me? Can someone just say, yes, I hear you? Because that would be super helpful. I'm trying to pull this up on my Yed. Tana says Yed. Yes. Okay, good. All right, very good. So I'm having to look over on my phone here to see. Why, yes, they are Winter Wonderland nails. Did anyone ask? No? I am very, very excited about my nails. Let's take a moment to look at them. This is handmade right here for you. I am always fascinated by people when they do like the different color here on their little ring finger. So I thought I would give it a go and just have some fun. So yeah, Winter Wonderland for the holidays. Okay, so hi Allison, Lori. Oh, look at everybody, Patricia. Everybody's here. Okay, so it's a great thing that this is video facing down because the face situation right now, it's not really camera ready. So yeah, okay. I am trying to give me just a second. Talk amongst yourselves. One moment, please. I'm trying to get the comments, like go to my channel on my laptop over here so I can see the comments because right now I'm having a heck of a time trying to see over there. Okay, my channel. Okay, so while that's coming up, here I want to show you how I said it on the last live we were hanging out over at Jess's that MFT got me. I got in the store, and it's something about seeing things in the store that actually makes me want to buy all the things. And that is precisely what I did. So I went, well, not all the things, trust me, there's a lot more I could have bought. But I went shopping there, and I think this was the one that we got for free, these two, with the coloring challenge that we went to. So that was a lot of fun, really fun. I was watercoloring this the whole time, just having a blast. So that was great. I'm just going to show you real quick what I got here. And right here I have this one. I have the boy one, which is so super cute. I had to have the girl. So amazing. So really cute things. The city. This is just great. I love this one. I got this one because it's the holidays and this tree. I think the tree is what got me. I had to make things with the tree. So yeah, that was up in normal order. This way you don't miss anything. Okay, so yeah, got that one. So look at these two. Oh, I'm gonna color them up like my little kids. This one, now I have to tell you about this real quick. So this set right here, I have an old Stampin' Up! Grunge, gorgeous grunge, and those of you who are pipeline Stampin' Uppers know what I'm talking about. The gorgeous grunge set. And I was like, I just want an additional set that's not wood mounted, and it's almost exactly like this. So yeah. Okay. Yes, Tracy, Emma, Gail, Dee Dee. Yes. Okay. I'm here. I'm live. I actually followed through with it. help us all. Okay, this one right here is going to be the espresso. I can't get enough of coffee sets. I have issues. Coffee sets are just where it's at. Whoa, 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 hang on. Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to zoom in, but on a live, it apparently is like on some kind of substance. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, so anything coffee related, I'm just obsessed with, and this one was so cute. I love the sentiments, though. That's why I got that one. And let's see. Oh, well, this is the free one, Smile. Cute. It's free with 60. And then this one, You're My Person. So this is, I think, what we're going to play with today, because I have been so inspired by the women in my life lately that band together and hold each other up strong, from my sisters to my friends, my crafty friends. And so I think today we're going to play with this card right here. I see Cindy's popping in too. Okay, now I'm good to go. I'm on my my laptop too, so I can kind of see everybody and your comments. Okay, so I hope you guys are okay with that. I think we're going to play with her today and chat along the way. But if while we're here, this is my I must play with soon set. So I like have everything in here. I wanted to make my holiday cards from the Kindred stamps of the Christmas Story and the National Lampoons. I can't even with these. How funny. The little leg lamp. So cute, but I didn't get around to it. So New Year's cards. I got a ton of Kindred stamps in the haul. I have problems. I feel like you might judge me if I show you these things. So I don't know about that. But maybe, I don't know. Do you want to see what I got here? Because I'll just show you. Why not? We're all hanging out. Okay. So I got the really cute one. What's this one called? This one's called Arabian Nights. I got that one because, you know, I just had to. I had to have it. Let's see. This one right here. Love. Matt Wedge. If you guys know what I'm talking about. It's a great set. Here we have Perfect Nanny. My kids love the Perfect Nanny. Thought that one was cute. This one is Holiday Bandits, a classic, a favorite here in our home. This, I know, again, withhold judgment. I spent way too much money at Kindred Stamps. This one is New York Comedy. I had to. I had not apparently been on Kindred Stamps in a while, because when I went on there shopping, I was like, what have I missed? So yeah, so this one's New York Comedy. Happy Festivus to all of us. To all of us. Okay, this one is United We Stand. I thought that was so sweet. I loved the sentiments. This is perfect for today. We're going to couple this one with the You're My Person. This one, look at these sentiments. We rise by lifting others. Strong women lift each other up. Don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle. When you can't look on the bright side, I will sit with you in the dark. Oh, I'm going to get all choked up here in a second. Let's see. Thank you for helping me shine. I've got your back. Wow. If that one's not for today, we're doing that one today. Okay. And then lastly, I got the one with the friend, because it had to be that way. Okay. Kindred. Oh, and also sneak peek. You guys, this is the first, because we're doing so impromptu. This is the first I'm showing you here. But I got this company reached out to me, Barely Art, and they asked me to take a look at their glue. I guess they saw my glue review. My incessantly long 2-part glue review. And they reached out to me, and I was like, sure, send me your glue. I'm excited. I'll try it out. But it's called Barely Art. It is precision craft glue. That's the refill. I'm sorry, it's a bear. You've half won me because it's a bear. So that's super cute. But this is, so precision craft glue, non-toxic, dries clear. And then it came with precision tips. So I have to tell you, my heart really belongs to Art Glitter Glue lately, but I will give you a fair shake, and we'll see how this one works out. Maybe we'll even try it today. So that's something in the works. Like I said, that is my to play with pile. Okay, so I have not been looking at any comments, so I don't know what's happening, but it looks like everybody over here is having a good old time. And you don't need me to chime in much. Oh, you ordered the bear, Cindy? So you got the glue? Did you try it yet? Because you are a glue expert in and of itself. So you have to tell me. Thank you. That glue review was awesome. I'm so glad you guys liked it. I did have non-crafty people or non-card making people or paper crafters chime in on the glue review and said that it was not helpful to them, which is fine, but I was really focusing on our paper crafting people. So I'm glad to hear that it was a hit. Yay. Okay. So hopefully you guys are okay with these two that I am going to be playing with. I have to say, because this is an impromptu live, my kids at any moment could come down. This is not something that I have planned and have prepped them for mentally, because you know you have to do that. No, this is, hey, I'm going to go live downstairs. Adia's response, how long? I said, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes? We'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to, I guess, get to crafting because you guys are probably tired of listening to me jab around. But how sweet is this set? Seriously. You're my person. Let's go everywhere together. Oh, again, it's so cute. All right, so again, not prepared at all, but you guys are in it. We're in it together. So if you were on Jess's live over at Card Day's Work, you heard me say that I bought a few Gina K Designs of these ThermaWeb adhesive runners, just a few. And we're going to be using that today because I want to try that out. And I think I'm going to color today with my Arteza markers for skin tones and then others. So we are going to use an alcohol marker friendly ink. Anyone want to shout out what ink to use? Go. Okay. What do I have? I have Memento, I have Lawn Fawn. I'm just going to grab the first thing that I see. Well, is this good for alcohol marker coloring? Chime in. This is, Jess, don't snitch on me, Jess. She's saying I bought them out. I didn't. I left like 2 for the next person. Listen, if somebody wanted it, they should have been there, okay? What did that other friend of ours say? A crafter for herself. That's for sure. Okay, I'm struggling right now trying to find my scissors. Yes, I did buy a few. It was a Tuesday morning. It was such a good deal. I thought, listen, I'll have this tape runner until Adia is in college, and that'll be okay. We'll be all good. Extreme Black is great for alcohol markers. Okay, so that's what we're going to use today. I got this at My Favorite Things when I was there. So we are going to use that, and then I'm going to need some paper. I am going to, oh, you know what I should use? I just picked up, I got this at Tuesday morning too. Let me show you what I got. Listen, I know. It's been Merry Christmas to Mary. That's what's been happening here in the house. Spectrum Noir Premium Pencil Pad, because I need to do more penciling. I got Spectrum Noir Premium Marker Pad. Is that a good price? $7.49 for those of you who buy this paper. Oh, Jess says let it heat set for a second. I'm finding it smears. Yes, I do. Okay, okay, maybe I can heat set it then. Just so we'll see if it's good for that. Yeah. So this was $7.49 for a pack of 30. So somebody tell me if that's a good deal. Spectrum Noir. It was at Tuesday morning, so you know you believe what they write on there, and it said it was a good deal. And then I wanted to try this Bristol Smooth. This is from Kanzen. I didn't know Kanzen had Bristol Smooth. So we're going to give it a go later, not today. All right. I am going to use this because it says Spectrum Noir, which leads me to believe it's alcohol marker friendly. And I'm trying to see if anyone chimed in about that. Uh-oh. Let me see. Am I still live? Let me see me. Jenny, I didn't take all of your things. I'm sure that you go to a different Tuesday morning than me. I'm sure of it. Maybe not. But there are some things there. I promise you I did not clean them completely out. There's a ton. This was the best crafty Tuesday morning I've ever seen. There was stuff in there like, hello, I got paper there. There was stamps. There was pattern paper. It was insane. I know Adia was probably looking at me like, oh my God, Mom, come on. But, you know, a crafty gal's got to do what a crafty gal's got to do. You've created a monster. Cindy, you like the Arteza? I'm guessing that's what you're saying, Cindy Ellen. I am in love with the Artezas. I think they're great. I think and honestly, if I had to choose between all of them, I would say the skin tone set is like my favorite because it just is great. Okay, no one ever cared to wait this long for me to pull out a piece of cardstock, so I appreciate all of you hanging out with me right now. All right, let's cut this bad boy up. Now, my laptop has frozen, so I'm going to try to catch your comments the best I can up there, but if I don't miss anything, I'm sorry. I'm trying. Hi, Shelly. Karen, you caught me. You did. Actually, there's no way that you would have known because this was literally a 10-minute decision that I decided to go live. So, yes. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. I have to tell you all this morning or yesterday, the thing he says to me in the morning was, Mommy, I know we don't celebrate it, but happy Hanukkah. And I said, oh, happy Hanukkah to you too, buddy. I said, how'd you know it was Hanukkah? He said, I remember looking at the calendar. I was like, okay, then. That's awesome. Thank you. All right. So we are going to, this is again, Spectrum Noir marker paper. I've never, ever in my life used it. This is going to be a test it out on the fly type of situation. And we are going to see how it goes. Okay. What did I say I was using? Oh, Extreme Black. My favorite things. We're going to stamp this out. Obviously, you can see I'm using my MISTI. This is a first-time stamp, so I'm going to do it a few times because some people like to condition their stamps, and that's fine. And you could do that. I have the tools to do that as well, but we're just going to stamp it out as many times as we need it. I have no problems doing this because it's black ink. If it was a colored ink or a solid image and I did not want to alter that solid image color, like say it was a light pink, and if I kept stamping it, it was going to then turn into a dark pink, then I would not do that. But we're okay with the black outline. I'm going to take just a cloth here because, again, an impromptu leads me to believe that I do not have a wet chamois ready. So we're just going to use a microfiber cloth. Okay. So we're going to put that away and put this aside. And we have our two lovely little gals here. I'm going to try and see if I can revive this. You guys are all still there, yeah? If you are, let me know. Sound off. My laptop is giving me a little bit of issues, so I just want to make sure. If I try to zoom in again, it's probably going to be a little bit wonky. It says I'm still live. Here we go. Still here. Okay, perfect. So for these two gals, I'm going to grab some Arteza Skintone Markers, and we'll do that. I'll be back in a second. So I like to show you all this because this is how my alcohol marker coloring has become enjoyable for me. Jenny, stop it. I know you're counting my seconds, but this is how it's become enjoyable for me because I have done color charts for almost everything. And so this is the gray tones and the skin tones. Now, if this is your first time hearing about Arteza alcohol markers or the skin tones or whatnot, I will tell you that I have reviews on them, but the gray markers, if you already have the 120 set, it's my quick public service announcement. A lot of them are repeated, but the skin tones, they're mostly all new. I think there may be 3 repeated, but so this is a new set. This is kind of like the repeat set. So we're going to grab from here. And so talk amongst yourself for just a moment. I will be back and I will grab up some colors. All right, so we have our color choices here, and we are going to get going with this. Okay, So what's happening? What am I missing? What does it mean to condition a stamp? Okay, so that's a great question. So a lot of people, when they get a brand new stamp, there might be some residue or on it from the manufacturer. So you can take an eraser and erase it off. Some people use a sand eraser and do that. Some people just take their finger and wipe it and just kind of conditions it, meaning gets rid of some of that manufactured stuff on there. Or you can just stamp it out a few times and it usually goes away on its own. So those are some of the ways that you can do that. So for my first color blend, I'm going to use this combination. This is a 628, 627, and 630. And again, when you get markers in, you want to make sure. So I'm looking at my chart right now. It has it in the order of darkest is 28, then 30, then 27, which in the logical mind makes 0 sense. So the reason why you have to kind of color out your stuff is for this reason. Now, my 27 is a bit too dark still. So let me go grab the 29. So you want a lighter tone for that. And also you want to open up, I like to color with my bullet tip. So I'm going to make sure that I have my bullet tips covered. So in this regard, I am going to get rid of the 30 and switch out my 27. Okay, so now I have my 3 colors. So we're 28, 27, and 29. Again, doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but we're just going to get started coloring. Okay, so you have... Cindy Ellen, I'm just reading this. The parrot got into your trash bin. I'm so sorry. My dog used to do that quite a bit. It looks like everyone's answering questions. Yay, thank you so much. Okay, so for now, if you just came from Jess's channel, please lower your expectations because I am by no means the same. I'm okay colorist, but I'm no Jessica Francisco. So there's that. So I'm going to actually cover, this is what I like to do is kind of just cover this is going to be my lightest tone for this little gal. And so I am going to cover her at least in the areas where I think there's going to be a shadow. And that way, not that this will be my shadow color, but it's going to help me determine what will be my shadow color, right? So I'm going to do that. I always do like to double check my colors before I start using them again, because I've been known to make lots and lots of mistakes when it comes to picking up colors randomly. So, and then I'm going to go with my dark, and I'm just going to darken up what I think are the shadows. And then we can go with the medium color. It's been, I have to tell you all, it's been a long time, honestly, since I've been in the craft room with just a regular, just like making a card. I have been extremely busy over the last few weeks, and I have missed it immensely. So this is actually kind of nice that I did an impromptu. And then what I do is to kind of blend my colors together is just kind of in circular motions, take my lightest color, darker color, and then out into the open area. And that kind of blends. Now, I have to say, you have to remember this is the very first time I'm ever using this marker paper. This is Spectrum Noir marker paper. I tend to think that it will work just as fine on any other alcohol markers as it will Spectrum Noir. So that's why I'm okay giving it a go. Oh, thank you, Marie. Yes, these are my Winter Wonderland nails. I'm very, very excited about them because for my normal job, I cannot wear nail polish like this. So it's really quite nice. I'm going to pull in 24 here. It's really quite nice to be able to do that. Now see, 24 looks darker. Why? I need a 22. Okay, and I'm going to go, I pulled in 22. I'm going to go with just the thicker chisel tip. I watch a lot of artists, like marker colorists. That's pretty much what they do, not card makers necessarily. And they use the chisel tip a lot, actually, which I don't think that we do. We use like a brush tip and then the bullet nib for our stuff. But a lot of colorists that do lots of large illustrations, they use their chisel tip a lot. So I try to do that when I'm going to be filling in like a large space like that. Okay, so far so good, right? I mean, this isn't looking too bad. I like that a lot. And I got to use some of my darker shades there and give it some dimension and depth. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think I'm going to make her wear leggings, so we're not going to have to worry about the legs there. And I'm just going to go back in a little bit with the 28. This is the darker color. And I'm just going to go right in there and do a little bit more of that shading, just to kind of add a little bit more to it, a little bit more depth. And it does help blend it back out too when you're doing that. So we'll try that. Hi, Renee. I'm just taking a break here for a second to look at who popped in. Oh, Tana's gone. She got to go get the kids. Yep. Let's see. Mary Lynn said, I just bought that paper. I'm not a fan. Strathmore's still my favorite. Okay. Well, yeah, so I'm actually giving it a go as we speak to kind of see what I think about it. But we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to be able to give a full review today. Let's see. I'm going to go. I don't find that it's blending as easily. Well, it's okay. I'd say it's okay. I'm having to work for it a little bit more, but not terrible. I think we're gonna know in a couple seconds when it starts bleeding out. Like you can kind of see you know how like when you oversaturate and you get kind of those what am I trying to say? You know what I'm saying? It kind of bleeds outside the line. Okay, I think I'm good there. I'm going to leave that alone. And I'm going to cap my things right here. These are Arteza markers, Renee. These are the Everblend markers. And I'm using the skin tone version. So I've pulled out some skin tones. For our other little lady, we're going to do a different skin tone here. And I have 604, 610, and 603. And I have to refer to my chart here to see which is darkest. So it looks like 604 is the darkest, then 610, then 603. Hence why we don't pay attention to the caps. And we just go, we just go with what our chart says. The chart, when I had my spectrum, that was important. And I was not happy with my spectrum noirs. And I have to say, it's probably because I did not do a chart. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just coloring in with my broad tip, just some of the parts that are, they're all light, so that's fine. And then I'm going to go back in with, let's see. Oh, okay. Jen loves the Spectrum Noir marker paper. Good. Awesome. Uh-oh. Cindy Allen, go charge your phone. Come on. Go charge your phone. So I am going in now again, like I said, with my 604, and I'm just putting in some shaded areas. I think if I was doing a recorded video on its own, I might be going a little bit slower. But I'm under the mantra of nobody's got time for that right now. So we're just going to go with it. And if it turns out well that I can do it this way, then maybe I can speed color all my other tutorials too. So I am just going to cover in some of those shaded areas again with my medium tone. I'm only using a 3-color blend here for these colors, and these are pretty big images. These are not really small images to color. So, and I'm getting pretty good results here. So I'm pretty stoked about this. So far, so good. So pleased when they came out with their alcohol marker selection. Well, I wasn't pleased at first. Let me back up and be honest. When they first came out, there was only 60 colors, and people were just like in a loving uproar. They were like, we need more. This is not going to work for us. So they came out with the other 60 more. And now they have 120. And I do have a color chart. If you want to email me at marypolancodesigns@gmail.com, I can send that to you. I'm happy to do that. But yes. Oh, yes. Marie, yes. Thank you for the nail compliment. Let's see. Okay. So so we've done the skin tones already. I think that's looking pretty good. Now, I have to say, goals for 2020 is hair. I need some help with my hair. I want to so badly be able to color hair where it has like the highlights and all the beautifulness that is people's hair coloring, and I'm just not there yet. But I will tell you that I'm going to give it a good go, and we're going to just try and do our best, because this is a supportive environment right here. That's just what we are. Okay, so thank you, Jess, for helping us understand a little bit about the formula for Spectrum Noir. Like I said, I don't think it was the markers that I didn't really have a good chance with the markers. I think it was before I discovered color charts. Like, make sure you swatch your markers. That's like the best advice I can give you, is swatch your markers. Okay, so I need my new chart. This was my Arteza chart. I need my Ohuhu chart. So hang on. So now I have my Ohuhu chart here, and I'm going to pick out some hair colors. I think I'm going to go for the 98, 92, and 96. And I separated out my colors now by color family just to make it a little bit easier. It was really hard to kind of search for all of these in a different way. So we said 98. We're going to go for that one. We're going to do, I think I'm going to go 91. I'm looking at my chart a little closer here. And maybe some 101. Do I have 101? Yeah. So 101's my lightest. So we're going to try to go for that. Oh, they really are, Tracy. They're a lifesaver. I seriously save, I mean, when you count it all up, it's hours after a while of, just trying to figure out what I want to use, how do I use it, swatching it off on different paper, things like that. So yeah, it's definitely has saved me lots of time. So I'm going to be using, like I said, I'm going to do 101, 98 is my darkest, and 91 is my middle. Oops. The Ohuhu markers do have an indicator of which is the brush tip, so you just have to actually look at it. Okay, so what I see people who are good at this doing is, where's my 98? Uh-oh. Live fail. I have two 91s. Okay, so this is going to be easy. We just have to figure out which is which. The darker one's the 98. Okay, so now we have, this should be, oh my God, 91. That should be 91 and 91. Okay, there we go. We are tracking now. Okay, so let me grab my 98, and I see like a lot of like darker parts at like the bottom and the top. So we're going to try that and see if we can try that. So there's not much shading. I mean, these are very close, but it is enough to make the hair look natural, I think. And then once you blend them out again, because alcohol markers, they tend to lay on top of one another. Or how does it go? They're not opaque, they're transparent, right? So they kind of, you can layer them. So I think like that's good. So you can get a little bit of highlighting on the hair. So I'm gonna bring that up a little bit so you can see it. It's definitely not where I want to be. I told you, I have goals. Goals for 2020. And I think it's probably going to take me slowing down a little bit. I did make my own chart, Renee. Making my own chart can be very time consuming, but in the end, when it's all said and done, it's actually a lifesaver. So you can email me by all means. I can share whatever I have. Yeah, so you can email me at Mary Polanco Designs. Let me just type that in real quick for you guys. Mary Polanco Designs at Gmail. see if that pops up. Okay, so good. So we have her hair done. I think I would like to do, let's do her hair in like a dirty blonde type of color. So we're going to go 101 and 104. So we have the 101 here. And I really love the Ohuhu markers. And the reason I found them, or the way that I found them, was, again, I was searching alcohol markers from artists, from different artists. And there's this one out there, and goodness, I'm so sorry I forget her name, but I love watching her, and she swears by the Ohuhu. And so I was really interested in giving them the try. So I'm actually going to do a little bit of this out here for her little ponytail. So I tried them out. They are super duper affordable, and they are, I think that's the darker haired girl's hair. Hang on. They're really affordable, and I really like them. They're easy to work with, and yeah, so I highly recommend them. I always have. I mean, since I've been using them. They've been great. Okay, so we have the 101. Now I'm going to move into the 104. Oh, I already did the lightest one. So I think I'm going to have to take in the 102, which is a little bit darker. I think I accidentally colored up my entire image in my darker shade. So she's going to be like a light brown now. This is impromptu coloring and figuring out how we're going to do this. Okay, so that's 102. And then I'm going to go back to the 101. And you can see they blend extremely well, honestly. I'm very, very pleased with these. But I have a known alcohol marker color addiction problem. So I have, let's see, let me share with you what brands I have. I have Arteza. I have Ohuhu nib and brush. I have do I have any more than that? Yeah, I had oh, now I have Nuvo. So, because I got them on sale. So yeah, there's problems I have to admit to here. Where's my wine? Darlene, my wine is gone. Okay. I need to know when I need to cut myself off. So we're good. Okay, so we're going to do interactive just like Jess. Tell me what color I should make her dress. These do come with an alcohol colorless blender. So I'm going to try to push back some of this color here while you guys decide what color I should make her dress. I'm going to try to push that back. It worked beautifully. Okay. You're like that with watercolors. You just have to have all the watercolors that are out there. I know. I feel you on that. I really do. I went to Tuesday Morning today and saw the alcohol markers were on sale, and I had to walk away and just be okay with not using them. Yeah, or not buying them because it was going to be very, very tempting. Okay, no one's answering about the color choices. I don't think so I'm just going to choose, does anyone else have a really difficult time with purples on their alcohol? Teal, okay, I'm gonna go with teal. Because purple to me is probably one of the most difficult things ever to color, and I don't know, I've tried multiple different brands, but it's like they don't make them like blendable. Maybe Copics does. I'm sure Copics does because they're like $40,000 a marker. So I'm sure that they have come up with a way to do that. Yes, purples are so hard. Okay, thank you, Jess, for confirming. I have such a hard time. Yeah. Okay, so for my teal blend, I'm going to be using 61, 58, and 68. Again, with our crazy numbering, because we're going darkest to lightest here. So, all right, but I'm going to color lightest to darkest. So we're going to try, I'm going to just cover the parts, again, where I think there should be shading. of my darkest. I know I'm using my lightest color, but all this is doing, and I've seen a few colorists do this, is it kind of maps out. All I'm doing is mapping. I'm drawing a map of where my darkest is going to go, okay? I'm going to leave the collar a different color, so we're going to do that. And then I'm going to go back in with my darkest, and that is where, and also the lightest color setting that map is going to kind of saturate the paper so that it gets ready and primed for the blending that's about to happen. It doesn't know it, but it's coming its way. We are blending soon. So I'm going to go in and just kind of outline with that darkest color. I watched a video from Kelly Latavola one time. She said, Susan, you like that little over exaggeration? She said that you should be using the most of your color in the medium. And to me, that was like one of those moments you have where you're like, oh, that's what I should be doing. So honestly, it was like that advice from Kelly, that one video amongst all the videos that I've seen, when she mentioned that you should have the most of your color in the medium color. I was like, yeah, okay, now all of this makes sense to me. So that's what we're going to do. But I'm going to go back in with my lightest. I'm going to use the broad chisel tip for this part because I'm going to color in the majority of my right here. If you guys hear a bunch of nonsense going on upstairs, my house echoes every footstep, so it exaggerates it. Okay, so I went in with the lights, and already we can see what an amazing blend we're getting, and I haven't even really worked at it. So we're going to go back in with the medium, and I'm just going to kind of, again, play with some of that area where I think there should be a medium color. Okay, and then I'm going to go back in, broad tip, light, and we're going to just kind of, now when I try to get my blends going, I try to make sure I rub the marker into the darker color and then bring it out. And again, I am doing this in super speed. I would probably not be doing this fast if I was recording this video to play later for like a voiceover. But look at that. That looks great. We get a bit of dimension and we're getting our shading going on. Okay, so teal, beautiful choice on the teal. Loving the teal. Yeah, I think teals are probably one of the easiest colors I have found to blend with, Renee. So, or Jess said that too. Yeah. Yeah, Darlene, it can be really overwhelming. I'm honestly, you know how like we say, boy, I'm glad there wasn't Facebook when I was in high school or college. I'm glad that I didn't have YouTube when I was getting started because I would have just bought up the entire world. So I feel you on that. It can be very overwhelming. Just take your time, you know, watch a few videos, figure out what you want to try, play with that for a little bit, and then see how that goes. I think that's probably the best thing I could advise. Okay, so we have her collar. I'd like to offset her teal with another color. So if you guys can give me some advice on that, I'll start working over here. And I think I'm going to go with pink for this little gal. And I'm going to see about, let's see, 86, 89, and let's do 8. Okay. So we have our colors here. Oh, thank you, Susan. Oh, you were going to recommend pink for the color. Okay, so why don't we'll do like a opposite kind of thing, right? So we'll do like teal and pink. They're both wearing the same colors, but in different fashion. I like that idea too. Susan, that was a very nice compliment. Thank you. I haven't done a review video in a couple weeks. I actually realized I have not posted in 2 weeks, just because life has just been really busy. Now is this 98 or 86? Hold on. 86. Okay, 86, 68. Nope. 89. Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, 89 and then 8. Okay, those are our 3 colors. So we are going to start with the lightest, which is 8. Yeah, I feel you on the amount of products. Yes, that was me. I did a review on the new Wagner heat tool. Let me show you real quick since we're all here hanging out, chatting. So this is the new Wagner heat tool, and this is a low heat, high heat, so 1 and 2. And the one thing I love about this is it sits up and it heats up and waits for you off to the side. And I don't burn myself because I'm constantly reaching. I rarely reach over, right? So it's a great tool, and it's light, and I love the angle. So yes, that was me, and that is my new favorite tool. So I'm going to color up this gal here. I'm positive, everyone, I'm positive that my children are doing things that they should not be doing upstairs because they know I'm not alive. My husband's not home. He's playing tennis. And you will probably see, they will probably make an appearance at some point down here. So just preparing us all. Yeah, the $50 on the original. So like if you were to buy for the heat tool, if you were to buy it from certain craft companies, it is expensive. It's like $50. This one from Amazon is $24. So I thought that was a lot better to digest for me than the $50 one. I actually, the original one that I got from Amazon is $18 when I bought it. And so of course, as you know, supply and demand changes, so does pricing. So, you know, I was happy I got it when I got it, but I'm also really happy that I found this newer tool for sure. Okay, so we're just gonna color in. This is the medium color. So I'm just gonna try to blend that out. For speed coloring, it's not going so bad, folks. I don't know when the last time I colored on a live was, to be honest, because that's a lot of pressure to color on a live. Jess, you were doing a phenomenal job on your live. Let me tell you. Like, there was no pressure happening for you. Merry Christmas, Pam. Oh, yay. Did I get your card? I'll have to check. I will have to check. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let me check. I don't want to confirm until I check. So I'm just going to go back in with that darker color just to give it a little bit of oomph on there. And I'm actually going to skip the medium. I'm going to go right to the light. And again, can't say enough good things about having a color chart. It really helps. Now I'm going to switch to my broad tip. I don't know how many of you guys use this, but I find it extremely useful when I'm trying to color in big spots. Okay, so while we're here and on the lightest color, let's go over to our collar. And we're going to do her we're going to do white and pink stripes. So let's do that. Because I think I want a pair of white and pink striped leggings. Who else is living the legging life? Anyone? Because I don't think that I've come out of leggings for the last week. I have a different set of Christmas or holiday leggings on over the last week and an oversized sweater. This is my life. For sure. Yes, Debbie. Debbie's a leggings gal. I know. I can't get enough. Can you guys hear what's happening in my house right now? I would love to know if you can hear that. Because my kids, you know, they're either really quiet and you know they're doing something wrong, or they're really loud because you can't really interrupt them. And they know. They're smart. They're clever people. Okay, so loving how this is turning out. I am going to move my pink caps over. You hear it. Marie, see? I know. And I can stop and you can all listen to me discipline my children because they're about to get it. I'll tell you that right now. I guarantee my son is up there playing Thor. He's got the full-size Thor hammer now. So he's, oh my goodness. It's absurd. It is super cute though to watch though, if I'm being honest. You're used to the noise, Jess. Yeah. When you have littles, you kind of, and you hear someone else's noise, you're like, you call that noise? Be at my house and 8 p.m. I don't know. My son is 6 years old and he has had his energy level spike at the same time of the day his entire life. And it has always been between 5 and 7 p.m. He was that way in my belly and he's that way in life. And I don't know what's happening. But I think it's past 8 p.m. now, isn't it? Yes, 9:30. These kids need to go to bed. But I did promise Adia we would work on some holiday presents down here, so that's probably what she's waiting on. I'm about to get hit with some guilt here in a second. No doubt. Okay, let me finish up this. I'm going with my darkest one here. I'm just going to finish up these socks of hers because she's going to be wearing some teal socks. I'm having a blast with these teal colors, I will tell you that. They are working in my favor today. And I, honestly, this paper, I'm having a good time with this paper. This is working out for me. It's very smooth. I don't know. Okay. So we're good on that. Now I do want to bring in a little bit of a gray tone for the socks here, just to give it, so it looks, you know, like the shadow look. So we're going to do that. And then her shoes. What color should her shoes be? We're just going to go with it. Why? Because we have all the supplies here out in front of us. And that's why. We're just going to make it work. You missed that noise, empty nester? Well, I guess it's in your name, right? Empty nest scrapper. Yeah, you know, I have to tell you this. My mother is a mother to 8 children. And I asked her one time, because I always love learning from other people, whatever that is, in whatever realm. And I asked her one time, I said, Mom, is there anything, that's my question, is there anything that you would have done differently as a mom that maybe I could adopt, you know, and learn? And she said to me, yes, there is. She said, I would look at you in the face more. That's what she said. She said, life was just busy and going and next thing and doing the next and whatever. She said, I would stop and I would look at you in your face more. And I was just like, yeah, that's it. That's the advice I'm taking. And so now, and this is probably a year ago. Now when I come home, you know, and my kids and we're running around and we're doing all this stuff, I will stop them and I will say, look at me in my face, you know, with a loving tone, look at me in my face. And then I will stare at their face and I will just kind of study it. And then we'll move on about our day. And so I have taken her words to heart. So thank you, Mom. But yes. Okay. So before I start crying here on this live video, I'm moving on. I have my ladies colored up. So what I'm going to do is I would like to mask them off. So I am thinking, let's see. I want to make sure this is out of the frame here so we're not inundated. I'm also working on a craft room tour of such. So that I could share with you. I have a craft space now downstairs in the basement, which I've turned into my sanctuary. I have a Tranquil Lotus candle going right now. And yeah, it's just amazing. So I would like to do a background on this, maybe give them some ground and some background, but I need to mask these ladies. So I think we're going to have to do that. Now, let's talk about masking paper while we're here. Yes, it is awesome advice, Tracy. I seriously, probably the best advice ever. Love it. So you do like craft room tours. I'm curious about that because I don't know how people feel about craft room tours. I like to share and like show. I have a lot of repurposed things in my room, which I think could maybe be helpful. Like stuff I buy at the thrift store. So maybe that will work. Let's talk about masking. I use rock, paper, scissors, sticker paper. Removable sticker paper. And this stuff is amazing. I am very, very happy with it. It masks like a dream. And yeah, so we're going to mask off with that. If you all could see outside my frame here, this desk is a nightmare. It's so messy. How long have I been streaming now? I don't even know. It's probably been what? Like at least 30 minutes. Okay. So we're just going to stamp this out and I'm going to fussy cut hers. I'm going to fussy cut hers. Oh, yay, Midnight Crafter 16, you're here. How do you tell the front end? Oh, that's so funny that you asked that question. So Midnight Crafter 16 just asked, how do I tell the front end? I don't know if you just saw me do this. I don't know if I did it on screen, but I went like this with the paper. So I grabbed it and well, now it's not going to work. Okay. So I grabbed it and I went like this and I touched it and then I knew it was the front. That's how I know. Honestly, that's the only way I know because I have done the opposite before and it's one of those dope moments. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay. No, my spirits have been my crafting tours. Guess that speaks volumes. Okay. Yeah, that's what you do. Okay, good. So we're on the same page with that. Put it in the scan and cut. What do you mean? What do we do with the scan and cut? Share your wisdom. Oh, here comes my daughter. I know. Adia? You can come down, hon. I'm trying to find my... Oh, here they are. They're buried.
Still on live?
We are. Would you like to say hello?
Hello.
I'm sure you all heard that. If you can hear their steps upstairs, you can hear her hello. What are you guys doing upstairs?
Watching Sonic.
Oh, you're not watching anything. I hear steps all over the place.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, I promise you. Even Marie heard it. Frozen. Hello, everyone's saying hello to you. Hi. Yay. Let the machine do it for you. So you mean let the machine find the... Oh, you mean scan and cut this. Like instead of fussy cut it. Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. My scan and cut is not plugged in or set up. So we're just going to do a loose little cut here. Do you hear that, Adia?
Yes.
Okay, what is he doing?
That's AJ. He's rolling around the floor, and I keep telling him not to.
Oh. He's just rolling around the floor doing what? Pretending he's Thor, no doubt?
No, he's just rolling around on the floor.
Oh. Anyone else have boys out there that can relate to that? Because that's boy behavior. Everyone's saying hello, honey. Oh, she's going to type something. Okay, I'm moving over. Yeah, I need to set up my scan and cut. It's amazing, and it's absurd that I don't have it set up. But to be honest with you, I have not made cards down here in a couple weeks. A few weeks, actually. Probably like 3 weeks, which is probably why I was so quick to jump on this live, because I've been craving a card making session. What'd you say? Oh, you've been. Yeah, you are an empty nester, so I'm sure they're grown. 2 and 4 would make AJ sound like a mouse. Yeah, I know. I was just saying, when AJ was a baby, like maybe 1 to 2, he used to hold us hostage inside his little toy area, because the moment we would leave, he would scream his head off. And I'm all about self-soothing, but good gracious, we couldn't get anything done with that screaming. Sometimes, oh my, are you okay? Sometimes we would send Adia in there too, right? Remember?
You're mean. You were mean.
I was not mean. We just say, go play with your little brother. What do you think of those 2 little girls I'm cutting out right now? Are they super cute or what?
None of them look like me, but yes, they are super cute.
Yeah, one of them looks like you, kind of.
No, it's too dark, too light.
Okay, that's fair. We are trying to color up these the best way we can. I will love.
Color me in that one.
Okay.
Can I wrap for presents?
Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm going to hang out with everybody for probably about 15 more minutes.
I'm going to go upstairs.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me come down.
Okay, sweetie. Can you maybe tell AJ not to stomp like he's an elephant? That would be... Yeah, please do. That would be amazing. That would tell him this is mommy's message. Okay, so we have our little gals cut out. Now, there is going to be this little part in here, but we're going to try to cover that up with a little bit of whatever we decide to do with the background. Did anyone give me any ideas? I need ideas. No, Jenny. You're making Christmas cards tomorrow, Debbie? Hey, listen, I feel you. Christmas cards. I'm going to do New Year's cards because I couldn't do the Christmas cards. Bye, Marie. Have a great night. I couldn't do the Christmas card situation. I just didn't have time. And I decided this year not to put pressure on myself because life comes with enough pressure. I don't need to have it come from my craft room too. So I decided I'll get done what I can get done. And I would love to do New Year's cards. I think that's going to be so fun to do. So I'm going to work on that over my break. I have a little bit of a break from work. So we are going to see how that works out. Okay, so I am going to stick down my paper here. Oh, this is going to be a little tricky. I think I'm just going to try to line up the side. But you know, you get that little white line when you don't get it perfectly. And I don't want that white line. That white line is not welcome here. Okay, so that's pretty good enough. I don't know why my live on my laptop keeps freezing. Okay, so I'm gonna do sort of just like a ground here, and I think I'm just going to mask this off. And let's make this simple. We're just gonna keep it simple. So what's everybody doing tomorrow for Christmas Eve? Do we have fancy plans? Are we having a million people over? I know one of us is. I think she's gone from the group. Having a lot of people hang out with us. We celebrate. Oh, my masking paper, Barbara, is from Rock Paper Scissors from Amazon. It's rock paper scissors removable sticker paper, and it's amazing. I love it. And let me show you real quick. See if I can grab it. See if I can grab it up for you. No, I can't. It's under a pile somewhere. But it's removable. It's got to be the removable sticker paper. I learned that from Stephanie Davis. I watched her video one time, and it's amazing. And I love it. And you can get like 100 sheets, cut those down into A2 size. You're talking 400 sheets. I think it was maybe $19. So overall, an amazing deal. I'll list all that stuff. If you want to check back to the video later on, I will have everything listed below. Or you can just go on Amazon and search it. Okay, so I'm going to grab out some blending tools. So I also, in addition to my alcohol marker obsession, I have a blending brush obsession. And so I'm going to show you, I have a ton of blending brushes that I use. I absolutely just love them. I'm going to do on the ground here, we're going to do a brown type color for that. Debbie's low key. I like low key Christmases. I think those are great. Some holiday movies, chilling out, drinking on some wine or some coffee, depending on the day, time of day, just relaxing. Okay, so I'm going to use some vintage photo. Now, if I had planned this live, I would not be walking away from you so much. So do forgive me. But I'm going to grab out some vintage photo and I'm going to color it here. Oh, Hanukkah party Sunday. Very cool. Very fun. Yeah, I think we do all have our obsessions, don't we? So mine, like I show a bunch of money savings tips on my channel, and that's purely so that I can put the money I'm saving into other things. because I have issues with blending brushes and ink. Okay, I'm sorry. Creamsicle mimosa? Yep. Go ahead and Debbie explain that to everybody. I'm going to need to know what that is. Creamsicle mimosa. It sounds delish. So I'm just using this right here. Some blending. I'm putting on some oxide. And it's the ground they're on. So we're going to actually try to make this look like a wooden floor, which I've never done before. So hey, let's just have a good time here on this channel. That's what we're doing. If it comes out that this looks like total garbage, well then it's one of those things that we just fix later. Okay. So this is going to be the ground. I hope I did that straight. But before we take off the mask, I'm going to add a little bit of line. Do you know how in wood, I should bring this back over. In wood, you have like, like, I'm having a feeling this is not going to turn out very well. But I have no qualms about making mistakes in front of you all. You know why? Because this is trust tree. Trust tree. We were just talking about that. Like, you're never, like with my daughter with tennis, she's getting a little shy in some parts. And I'm like, you're never going to get where you want to be if you don't just put yourself out there. It's not how life works. You don't just become great at something. You don't. And so you got to try. And so that's just what we're going to do. We're going to try. I don't know if this is what wood's supposed to look like, but I should know. I just watched Jess's video and it was amazing. But we're just going to go with it. Okay. So it just gives us a little bit of interest on the ground. I can fix that and I'll work at that later. But we're going to peel our mask off. And there we have, you saw no ripping in the paper, no problems there. It was perfect. It came off perfectly. So we are going to then do a background. So I would like to have my background. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, the alcohol ink on the Dollar Tree poster board. I was stunned. Absolutely stunned. Throw a knot in there, Mary. What's a knot? What's a knot, Murray? I don't know what that is. Yeah, the alcohol paper on a poster board. Oh my God, I did that for the first time. I literally jumped on my camera seconds later and was like, I have to share this with everyone I know. Everyone that is going to watch this video, because it is a money saver. Like a brick background? What do you guys think? A knot in the wood floor. For some reason, my video lagged, but a knot in the wood floor. I don't know what a knot is. I'd have to Google that, but I'll fix the floor later. I think I can do some good with the floor. I probably should have just pulled out my stencil that's wooden. Okay, and I'm definitely going to have to come back, Debbie, for this recipe for this creamsicle mimosa, because I missed it. Yeah. Okay, so background. Let's see what I have for background. So I would like to stencil this because I'm thinking that's probably going to be the easiest thing to do. So this is how I store my stencils, in this little binder here. It's amazing. Snap Stories, I believe it's called. And I just put the little label up here, and it just makes my life... Look I have a wood grain stencil. Blasted. All right, so the background, what if we did like a brick background? What do you guys think about that? I think that'll be good, right? Because everybody wants to see me flip through every single one of my stencils here. I have two stencils here. I don't know which is which, but I'm going to pull out... One of them's MFT. And it's this one. So we're just going to stick with the MFT stitch today. I know, Debbie. They are. And they were not organized. She said my stencils are organized. They were not organized for the longest time. Therefore, I did not use them because that's just how my brain works. So now I use them. All right. I'm loving this brick, but I had a hard time with my brick last time and it came out really badly. So I am thinking like a soft gray tone. One of these for AJ. I'm being interrupted here. Sorry, babe.
AJ made me.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm thinking like a gray tone because what I did like a fire brick color on this and it came out blech. I did not like it. Okay, Renee's leaving us. Bye, Renee. Night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Okay, I'm gonna do what I say, like a grayish tone. Yes. 1 second. So I'm going to choose Hickory Smoke. Again, no idea how this is going to turn out, but you know what I am going to use too is I'm going to use my Pixie spray. So I like this stuff. It's done me well. So we're going to use it again. I'm just going to pull out my box here and place this in. And just give it a nice little spritz here. Probably well ventilated area is much better, but it's not as bad as the glue I used to use from Elmer's. Oh, good grief. That stuff was terrible. It was just really just bad. I'm going to hold this down. And these are not supplies I necessarily recommend, like the Scotch tape I'm using, but it's literally what's in my reach. So, okay, so we have a little bit of sticky tacky there. I'm just going to place this on, make sure it's as straight as I can get it. This is purely just for looks on the background. Ooh, darker gray marker. Around the brick edges. Jess, is that what you're talking about? Because if you are, my mind's blown. That's how I'm feeling about that. And it's going to be like what have you watched Jess do? Yay! Okay, Jess. So yeah, it's like, what have you watched Jess do in her lives? And then recreate. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm just going to go over this. Now, the inside pieces are going to be white, right? So, yeah, and empty nest scrapper, if you want to share your name on here, please feel free. But yes, I got some I've been using the Pixie spray for a little bit. I did a embossing review, like embossing paste, things like that. And I did not mask off the bottom of my thing, but I'm okay with that. I'm just going to try to avoid it. But yeah, I did that, and the Pixie spray was a lifesaver. It made it so much easier. Also, to have, if you're going to do a lot of embossing, to have like a, what's that? Soapy kind of container next to you. Oh my gosh, it was so easy to clean up. Okay, so I'm going to darken this. I actually want to bring in a little bit of black soot on the outside because that's just my jam lately. It's been so super fun doing this whole like colored cardstock and then take that same color and use it kind of darker and then like bringing in that shadow look. Oh, I'll show you. I happen to have a card sitting right here. So you see how you have like, it was a green cardstock and then I took darker green and then a little black soot on the outside of it. I love this look. This is like my faves. Yeah, okay. So we're going to do that. That's what's happening right now. So Jess says when she uses brick type stencils, she likes to blend the whole area first with no stencil with a light gray, then use the stencil over the top with the darker gray. It looks awesome. Oh, thank you, Jess. Jess, that advice would have been awesome literally like 45 seconds ago. I'm in it now. I'm too far in. Okay. So I'm just going to place this right on the edges because I want this. I might actually have to take my stencil off for this. Hang on. Oh, no. I think I'm going to go with it. I'm liking the way it's happening. Okay. So we're just going to give this kind of like a shadowy look. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, everybody, I'm probably going to have to sign off here soon because this was so impromptu that these children upstairs, these ones in my house, they don't know how to act right. Okay, so let's see how this looks. All right, this looks interesting. I would say interesting is the word of the day for this. And then let's pull off. I probably could. Go back over it. So one thing I love about these brushes is you can just clean them off on a microfiber cloth and move on with your day. Like the sponges I used to use, you can never do that. That's just absurd. But this, you definitely can. All right, let me try to go over that just to kind of soften some of that white. So I'm doing opposite here of Jess. So let's see what we can get with that. Wow, I didn't realize how much I missed making a card. I missed most of this, but your card is looking great. Oh, thanks, Diane. So what I'm doing now is kind of softening some of those white edges, because they were a little bit too stark. And this is going to give us just a nicer flow, if you will. Okay. So far, so good. Now I'm going to peel off my mask of my little lady friends. Right? We're ready for that? I think we're ready for that. And there we have our friends. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. I never do a scene card. I was so inspired by this video today that I was like, scene it up, Mary. Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay, so now I have to come up with a sentiment. And I think, let me see how these sentiments look here. So I think I'm going to go with, again, I was kind of mind blown watching today and just kind of like place your sentiment and see what looks good. I love this sentiment though. It says we rise by lifting others up, or we rise by lifting others. And I love it. It's just a little bit too big. So, you know what? I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to keep it simple, folks, and we are going to go straight onto the cardstock with my MISTI, if I can find it, in this sea of madness here. This is going to be so fun to clean up tomorrow. Oh, here it is. Okay. I know you guys can't really even see how crazy mad messy this is, but okay. Needs graffiti on the wall, perhaps. Well, good. Maybe my sentiment will be the graffiti, because we're about to go that route. Okay. Okay, so I see a mistake on my card, but it's okay. We're going to move on from it because this card is super cute anyway. But I'll point it out to you just in case. You want to mask off your bottom here because I went too far in with the brick thing, and you can see the brick on the bottom. So when you're doing that at home, just make sure that you mask off what you need to. So I didn't tell, can you guys tell what I'm going to stamp out here? You're going to see it in a second. And it's the truth. We're speaking the truth tonight. All right. Oh, that's a great idea.